Hey, what's up? This is Kyle, and welcome to another episode of KyleGraham.tv. So, here's a typical entrepreneur story. You're walking down the street, you're taking a shower, you're eating some food, or you're browsing on the internet, and suddenly you get hit with this burst of inspiration of how you can do this one thing, and you're going to make $1 million, or you're going to succeed at this thing, or this is the thing that is going to work. All right? And then you go, you slave over your computer, you hire someone, you build a website, you get all the things together, and you launch it, and it flops. And sadly, that's the case with most products, most ebooks. We get attached to these ideas, we fall in love with them, we spend forever putting it together and launching it, and most of the time, 9 times out of 10, the projects fail. So in this episode of KyleGraham.tv, I'm going to show you an almost foolproof way to guarantee that your next product launch or the project you're currently working on will be an absolute success. Stick around and I'm going to show you how. So first, I'll start with a story. All right. I got out of high school doing my computer thing. I used to design websites and stuff, and I decided I'm going to build this crazy software that is going to just change the world and make me rich right out of high school. So I started on the project, coding, every day, every night, just working hard on this project. Well, the project never got off the ground. That was back in the year 2000. Well, throughout college, every chance I got, spring break, after school, I would work on building this project that's supposed to just take over the world and blah, 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 blah. I was literally in love with this project. Again, it never launched. Well, finally, 1 year in college, around spring break, I finally got something out there. I put it out there, and I think I got like 20 visitors to the site. A colossal failure, to say the least. But still, I kept on. I kept building on the software, making it better. Finally, by the time I graduated college, this is in 2005, this is 5 years after the initial inception of the idea, I decided I wasn't going to go and work in the job force. I was going to start my internet marketing career, and I'm going to do it based on this project. So again, now I'm working full-time. I build this project, and I finally launch it. And I was a little smarter about internet marketing then, and I got a lot more traffic, but it still failed. That's story number one. Being attracted, so attached to a project, you pour your life into it, and then it fails. I got a phone call the other day, a couple days ago. Nice guy, calls me out of the blue. Now, I'm really cautious about my time and answering the phone, but for some reason I picked up my phone that day because I really like helping people. And he showed me this site that they had been working on for the last 2 years. Now, I have enough experience in the internet marketing world to kind of know beforehand that the project was doomed before it started. And unfortunately, there were a couple of guys who had poured their all into building this site, and it was just simply, who am I to say, but you kind of know sometimes that it wasn't going to work. What do you do to guarantee that the project you're working on will succeed? Alright, this concept is not revolutionary, it's almost intuitive, but when you really think about it, it is super powerful. So when I tell you, I don't want it to just gloss over, I want you to really pay attention to it because it's been responsible for all of the success I've had by doing this approach. And this will apply to any project that you're working on. Alright, I'll jump right to it. So, let's define the problem. We get a burst of inspiration. We pour our all into creating it and launching it, and then we hope for the best. That's the problem. That's the problem. What if you did it this way? What if you took the time that it would take to build that ebook or to write that software or to do anything? What if you cut that down to 1 day? Or what if you cut it down to 1 week? Well, how can you write an ebook in 1 day or 1 week? What if you just took the concept and put the concept of that idea out on the internet and see what would happen. So instead of the inspiration coming from you and you just having that gut feeling it will work, what if instead of doing it that way, you put it out there and see exactly what the market, exactly how the market is going to respond to the idea before you even start. Think about that. So you have a great idea of this ebook, or you have this great idea for this project that you're going to launch and you're going to make a bunch of money. What if you just took that, built a nice headline, put it up on a simple graphics-free HTML page that says, this is what the offer is. And you literally write a sales letter, a simple sales letter that explains what the product is, what it does, and how it benefits people. And then you have a big fat order button. Alright? Then you take $20 out of your pocket, you pay Google to send 100 visitors to your site. And this isn't to make money, this is just to test to see if your idea is even valid. So you do that, and out of those 100 people that come to your site, lo and behold, 5 people click the order button. Well, let's compare the difference. You just discovered in a matter of one day, or however long it takes to build a one-page site with one button. Compare that against working on the whole project for however many times, in my case, however many years, in the other guy's case, 2 years, and you just put that out as a test. You just discovered that you have a successful project and it's worth you moving forward. I guarantee you that if you take all of the ideas and you do that approach, you will discover very quickly that unfortunately most of your ideas were going to fail before you even started. But you may discover that one that will work. Well, alright, so that's the concept in general. Well, here's step 2. Instead of then taking that success and moving forward, it's still not guaranteed to succeed. So what I suggest is keep that traffic coming. Put up a survey on your website so you can talk to the people who are interested in your project. Oh, by the way, let me back up. After someone clicks on the order button and you track the fact that they intended to order, you want to make sure that you just say, hey, we're updating the product, or the project is coming soon. You'll be the first to know, and when you come, you'll get a big discount. So you want to make sure people are still satisfied. All right, so that's one way. Well, then the next step is don't go and spend another year building your ebook or building your product. Cut that in half. Put the table of contents out there, or give people the first 2 chapters for free and get feedback to see if people are actually interested. You get 2 benefits, because first it tells you that people want to buy your product because they've indicated by clicking the add to cart button that they want to buy. Number 2, they've indicated or you've collected a name of a prospective buyer, and then when you engage in dialogue with them, they will tell you exactly what to write in the ebook or what to build in the product. See, so now instead of a self-centric approach to creating a product, you're actually creating a product that people have told you that they want. And it's very difficult to fail that way. Also, you're cutting the time of deployment by a factor of 10 or 20. Okay? Now, the bottom line in this industry is most products fail. But with the power of the internet, you can reduce the time that it takes to realize that failure down to a factor of, in some case, for me, a factor of 1 day. I can have an idea, I can put it out there and know whether or not it will succeed by the next day. So instead of having a year long to discover that, I can bring it down to a day long. So imagine all I now have to do is just iterate, come up with an idea, test it, come up with an idea, test it, and then when I find the ideas that have indicated that it will work, now I move on to step 2. Are you getting me? It's a paradigm shift in the approach of internet marketing, and it's the way the gurus succeed online. It's the way that you should do it, and I want you to do it and give me feedback when you do. Alright, if you have any questions about this or you want me to clarify anything, just send me an email at ask@kylegraham.tv, or if you have another topic you want me to talk about, go ahead and send it to that email. But this is just my quick tip of a different change in mindset on how you can guarantee that the next project you undertake will succeed. Alright?